Tourism media use Neo4j as part of their Intelligent Content Curation project, which means building content at scale for destinations all over the world using large data sets combined with asking complex and interesting questions of the data. So before using Neo4j, this project was originally commenced using more traditional relational type databases. And while that was enough to get the project up and running, we quickly ran into issues not only around the storage of the data, but also our ability to ask complex questions was much more constrained in a relational model than it is with Neo4j. So we chose Neo4j because they're the obvious market leader in the graph database space. And I think the reason for that begins with their great technical content and really engaging developer relation teams. We were able to quickly start using the product, bring it into the business and the project, and have it make sense from a business perspective straight away. Some things that we're now able to do with the project, which we weren't able to do before, is ask much more complex and interesting questions of the data that ultimately build better content. So one of my favorite use cases is being able to understand ideas around the world travel, flights and cruises that might disembark in multiple cities and even continents in a single fixed journey. The ability to get that data out is really not possible using relational models and really speaks to the power of graph. Tourism media chose Aura as their approach to Neo4j because it allows us to scale really as big or as small as we need at any given time. So a project like this has varying levels of demand based on the amount of content that we're looking to produce at any one time, or we can scale our clusters up and add clusters to the project if we need to, but at the same time we can scale them down during periods of lesser demand. So we really are operating in a model that is efficient and right for this particular use case. I think my favorite part about working with Neo4j is that because the underlying concepts of a graph are so intuitive, it's really easy to have a discussion with someone who's non-technical about the project or a particular problem that you're working on and have them quickly understand what it is that you're dealing with and start to think about the solutions and also think about other potential improvements that you might not have seen as well too. So it really allows that sense of collaboration to grow in the project. So this project is going really well at the moment and will continue to be developed. And I think the future for it involves adding even more layers of data to the graph and being able to ask questions of that data in ways that we haven't even thought of yet. And so that's a really exciting thing for us moving forward. I think graph technology has a lot to offer many different industries in the future. One of the areas that I'm most excited to see advanced is the graph data sciences in terms of its ability to find unseen things in data. So, big data is so present in our modern world, but it's often difficult to find out what's important in the data. And so I think graph data sciences and the algorithms that Neo4j are developing will really empower businesses and organizations to find out quickly what's important in their data and make the right decisions based on that.